Picture this, you're 8 years old. One parent is frantically rushing to get you out the door. You drag your backpack into the kitchen, still half asleep, and there it is, gleaming yellow plastic, calling your name from the fridge. By lunchtime, while your classmates unwrap their sad sandwiches, you proudly place it on the table. That glorious tray of freedom, a Lunchable. In American lunch culture, few things are as iconic. A Lunchable wasn't just food, it was power, independence. You were the ruler of your snack-sized kingdom. Whether it was building a tiny pizza, stacking crackers with cheese, or unwrapping a bite-sized Snickers, it was yours, all yours. For some, it's nostalgia. For others, it's a nutritional nightmare in a box. But love it or hate it, Lunchables reshaped the way millions of kids eat and think about eating. So how did it all begin? Who came up with it? And how did this colorful plastic tray become a billion-dollar empire? Welcome to Product Vision. This is the story of the snack that raised a generation, literally. Packaged freedom for kids. Lunchables may look simple. A plastic tray with a few compartments filled with crackers, meat, and cheese. Maybe a drink, sometimes dessert. But beneath the surface lies a genius design. A product built not for nutrition, but for emotion. The genius of Lunchables isn't in the ingredients, it's in the experience. In a world where adults make every decision, Lunchables hand the reins to the kid. For once, they choose. They build. They're in charge of lunch. It's marketed as a meal, but it functions more like a toy. A build-your-own snack kit that turns lunchtime into playtime. For kids, it's autonomy. For parents, it's convenience. For Kraft Heinz, it's gold. The origin of Lunchables doesn't start in a trendy food lab. It begins in a boardroom at Oscar Mayer, a company best known for its cold cuts and wieners. In the late 1980s, they had a problem. Sales of packaged meats were declining. Parents didn't have time to build sandwiches anymore. Mornings were chaotic and lunch prep was a chore. So Oscar Mayer's marketing director, Bob Drain, gathered a small team and started asking questions. Focus groups revealed two things. Parents wanted easy, and kids wanted choice. And just like that, the seed of Lunchables was planted. The first version launched in 1988. Sliced turkey, processed cheese, and crackers, each in its own neat compartment. It was a small, square revolution, simple, convenient, and for the kids, fun. Behind every Lunchable is a factory filled with automation, robotics, and precision. Kraft Heinz operates massive production facilities across the U.S., where millions of Lunchables are assembled every week. It starts with the ingredients. Meats like ham, turkey, and chicken arrive in bulk, often frozen. They're thawed, cooked, sliced, and ready for packaging. Cheese comes in giant blocks, which are perfectly sliced by automated blades. Then come the trays, rolling along endless conveyor belts. Robot arms swiftly fill each compartment. First the crackers, then the meat, then the cheese. Every slice is weighed, every movement timed. For pizza versions, sauce and shredded cheese are dispensed into tiny plastic cups. Once assembled, the tray is sealed with transparent film. Then comes the iconic cardboard sleeve, and the Lunchable is packed into refrigerated boxes ready for distribution. From raw ingredients to packaged product, less than 30 minutes. The real magic of Lunchables lies in the marketing, and it's nothing short of brilliant. Kraft Heinz knew they had two audiences to win over: busy parents and snack-hungry kids. For the parents, Lunchables were pitched as a lifesaver. No more packing lunches in the morning, just grab and go. But for kids, the marketing was loud, wild, and fun. Ads showed kids building their own lunch like architects of snack time. There were tie-ins with Pokemon, SpongeBob, Marvel, turning the product into a lunchroom flex. Some internal documents even revealed that marketers leaned into peer pressure. A Lunchable wasn't just food, it was social capital. The kid with the coolest Lunchable was king. Those without question mark, well, they were just kids with sandwiches. It was calculated and it worked. Every tray sold came with a side of belonging. That's another story. Most classic Lunchables are loaded with sodium, saturated fat, refined carbs, and artificial additives. Some versions contain over 800 milligrams of sodium, nearly half a child's daily recommended limit. The crackers, refined flour, minimal fiber. The cheese, heavily processed with emulsifiers and preservatives. And don't forget the sugary desserts and artificially flavored drinks often included. In 2014, health advocates began publicly calling out Lunchables for being junk food in disguise. Some nutritionists even labeled them training wheels for unhealthy eating habits. But the sales didn't drop. Parents leaned into convenience, and kids never cared about labels. They wanted fun. And Kraft Heinz, they cashed in. What started as a quirky lunch idea became one of the most profitable food products in America. Today, Lunchables generate nearly $2 billion in annual revenue, with over 1.5 billion packs sold every year. It's a logistical giant and one of Kraft Heinz's most valuable assets. During the pandemic, sales skyrocketed. Parents working from home turned to Lunchables as an easy fix. Supermarkets couldn't keep them stocked. Some regions even saw temporary shortages. The product line exploded. Uploaded Lunchables for teens. Pizza, nachos, snack duos. They tried healthier versions too, with whole grains and low-fat meats. But those didn't sell nearly as well. The message was clear. People didn't want better. They wanted the Lunchables they remembered. Lunchables might seem like a global slam dunk, but strangely, they never took off outside North America. In Europe, where lunch often means fresh bread, vegetables, or warm meals, the idea of a plastic tray with crackers and meat felt cheap. In countries like France and Germany, parents balked at the ingredients. In the UK, a similar product called Lunchmates briefly appeared and disappeared just as fast. Cultural habits played a big role, so did stricter food regulations and advertising laws. European markets are far less tolerant of marketing junk food to kids. In many countries, it's banned altogether. Simply put, Lunchables are very American. A perfect match for a culture that prizes speed, individual choice, and grab-and-go convenience. Kraft Heinz knows the world is changing. Health concerns are rising. Parents are more aware. Kids are more curious about what's in their food. In response, they launched Fresh Lunchables, made with real ingredients, fewer preservatives, and slightly more balanced nutrition. Behind the scenes, Kraft Heinz is investing heavily in AI-driven production, using data to predict consumer behavior, optimize ingredient combinations, and even tailor marketing by region. They've also begun exploring sustainable packaging, replacing plastic trays with recycled or biodegradable alternatives. But even with these changes, one question remains. Can a product built on simplicity and nostalgia ever truly reinvent itself? Lunchables aren't gourmet. They're not particularly nutritious. They're not even that cheap. But they are something else entirely: familiar. Everyone who grew up with a Lunchable remembers that feeling. The little stack of crackers, the plastic spoon for the dessert, the moment of power. You chose how to eat. You were the builder, the boss. And maybe in a world that's constantly changing, that's why they still matter. Because for a few minutes at lunchtime, you weren't just a kid with a snack. You were a snack architect. And that felt good. This was a Product Vision original. Subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the everyday products that shaped our world.